everyone, and welcome to another What's in Makeup tutorial. So today I'm going to be doing her makeup look from the world premiere of Deathly Hallows in London. So I'm going to be using my Burberry foundation in number 1. Just going to shake that up a little bit. I'm going to be using my MAC 190 foundation brush to apply that. And I've just put a bit of foundation over the lips because she had quite a nude lip on. She didn't really have any lip gloss or lipstick on. It just seemed as if her makeup artist just put some foundation over her lips and just left it like that. So that's why I'm going to keep it. Next I'm going to do the eyes. And for the eyes you will only really need 2 colours, a black and a white. Now I would prefer to use the Urban Decay black and white, which would be Polyester Bride, which is the white, and Oil Slick, which is black, because they're loaded with sparkle, and that's, her eyes were loaded with sparkle as it would be. It was a world premiere. So but unfortunately I've left my Sustainable palette and all my Urban Decay palettes up in my house in Portstewart, so I'm going to have to make do with not really make do, this are great colours as well. This is the Too Faced Naked Eye palette, and it's really good. It has a set of 3, there's 3 sets, it's really bright. It's 3 sets of eyeshadows. Basically each one has a different kind of look to it. You have a day look, you have a classic look, and then you have a fashion look, and they're all amazing colours. And I'm going to be using those today because there's a white and there's a black, and there's also a colour for your brows as well. So I'm going to start with that. Okay, so as a base I'm going to be using a colour from the Avon 8-in-1 Neutral Shades palette. And this is another great palette. I meant to show you this in one of my other videos. But it's a set of 8 colours, and they're all pretty neutral colours. There's a neutral palette, and then there's another kind of smoky eye palette, which is like purples and deep blues and browns and stuff like that. But this is amazing. I'm going to be using this colour here. If you can see, you can't really see because it's quite a pale colour, but I'm going to be using that as my base. And there's a lot of payoff. I mean, I've only literally dabbed that onto the eyeshadow itself, and there's a lot of colour there. So I'm going to be using this as my base. If you want to put a primer cushion on now, you could, just to make sure. If you're wearing this for a night out or something and you don't want to take any risks, then I would put a primer cushion on now. Okay, once you're done with that, I'm just going to clean off my brush a bit. And I'm going to take my Too Faced palette, and I'm going to use In the Buff. And that's basically just a creamy white colour. It's really nice. And I'm going to apply that all over the eyelid and up towards the brow bone. You want to put a lot of this white on because you really want it to show through. Since you're only using 2 colours, you really want them both to stand out as much as the other. And obviously the black is going to stand out really well if you're really pale. And put some just under the eye as well. Next I'm going to be using a black. And I'm just going to clean off the brush, and I'm going to be applying this gradually for 2 reasons. One, because you should always apply black gradually, especially if you're my kind of colouring and you're really pale, you're really fair, and it can just stain really easily. There's a lot of fall down, and it's a big mess if you do it wrong. So I'm going to apply it gradually, and the other reason is it's not really jet black. She doesn't really have the colour on jet black. It's kind of a kind of a grey, kind of a dark grey, so they haven't really applied it that strongly. So, and the black I'm going to use is Stiletto, again from the same Too Faced palette, and I'm going to apply that to the socket. And then I'm going to take a MAC 223 brush, and I'm just going to blend that a little bit. Just blend the top of it. And then just reapply. And you can keep doing this, you can keep blending, reapplying, and then blending. You could even use an angled brush for this. And normally the brushes that come with these kind of palettes are actually quite rubbish and you would just be better throwing them away. But this one is actually quite useful. It's quite useful. Not this side is awful, but this side is quite useful. If you don't own an angled brush yourself, this is actually quite good. And since I've left my angled brush up at Portrait again, I just use this one. So you can use this one as well, and basically just do the same kind of movement. Once you're happy with your black, I'm going to go back with the white, and I'm just going to just pat that on with a regular eyeshadow brush, just on the eyelid. Just like that. Now before I move on to eyeliner, I'm just going to do my brows. There's two colours you can use if you have the same kind of eyebrow colouring as me. There's Like a Virgin and Unmentionables. I'm going to use the darker of the two, which is Unmentionables. And I'm going to start from the bottom of the brow, right from the start. I always like to start from the bottom. And try and give your brows quite a square start. Don't make it too harsh. And the great thing about eyeshadow is if you make a mistake or you need to alter anything, you can just smudge it away with your finger. It's really easy to do. And once you're happy with that, you can move on to eyeliner. Now for this I'm going to use two different eyeliners. They're both gel eyeliners, and I'm going to be using the Avon Super Shock Gel Eyeliner, which is this one. And I'm going to be using the Pixie Gel Liner as well, I'm going to be using the Pixie Gel Eyeliner in black, of course. both in black. I'm going to start with the upper lid, and I'm going to be using a really, really, really fine brush. Really fine brush to do this. And I'm basically going to start from the inner corner and work my way out into a flick, just a soft flick. I'm just going to draw a thin line on the lower lash line, really close to the lashes, really thin. And you want to be really careful with that because it goes on incredibly easily. Okay, and next, before I move on to lashes, I'm going to use a bit of this Pixie brightening potion, or brightening lotion, whatever, or highlighter, and I'm just going to highlight cheekbones and temples. I'm just going to apply that with my finger, just blend it in. Powder over that just to set it. Not using too much though. Okay, just going to curl my eyelashes as well. And I'm going to use Lancome's Hypnos Precious Cells mascara in black. And that is you done with the look. That has been Emma Watson's makeup tutorial for her Deathly Hallows premiere back in November 2010. I hope you enjoyed it and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks, bye!